What's happening, everybody? Woo! We are in a studio with my entire family. We have 8 children, and my wife is over here.
Hey.
How you doing, Hal?
Big day.
Big day. We have waited for so long, and you all know the saga if you have followed anything on the GT. It's been a moment, a hot second since we have ordered it. You've ordered it, and so we're going to unbox it live, which we have several people that are logging in right now. We'll get to the live unboxing in a moment. If we can go to the super wide shot, it's sitting right here on the floor. That's the close-up.
It kind of feels like a new baby.
Wow, we have 8 of them. That's how you feel about this? That's
like a new baby's coming home.
Yeah, if you could see.
We've been waiting.
If you could see the studio with 8 children on the other sides of the cameras and stuff, it's hilarious. I would show you, but they'll lose their mind for being on the cameras. But thank you so much for joining to us on an impromptu. I almost didn't think it was going to show up today. I was told it was going to deliver between like this morning and 7 p.m. and they showed up at like just before 7.
Sorry, I was waving.
They were about punking me, pretty sure.
Yeah, like we were eating dinner and it was like, it's probably not coming.
Probably not. I said it was probably not coming. Maybe the UPS driver's truck broke down. Sorry for that guy. But then it ding dong shows up. And so we're going to unbox it. We're going to give a little bit of time for people to pop in here. We have not turned this thing on. It could be DOA. Holly, what does that stand for?
Dead on arrival.
Yes. Now, I would like to build the suspense as you wait. I have a good friend here in the Twin Cities who unboxed his today. And it did not turn on, folks. Just saying.
It could be the cold weather.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of that. Again, I was trying to tell this to somebody the other day. I remember standing in line forever for the first Apple iPhone. Like, I stood in line forever. I made it in the newspaper. The line was out it was all day. I missed work for it. I got it, and it didn't turn on for 3 days because of some software update. So, these things happen. If it happens, I will try to contain my emotions of disappointment and sadness, but I do know that Onewheel, the company, the brand, will stand by it.
They will.
I say that with all confidence. I really do. So,
the first thing you said, today when you were like, "Hey, it's supposed to come," you were like, "We gotta go live when it gets here. We gotta go live because we have to share this with you guys. We have to." See this here.
That's exactly what we were feeling. Is like we should go live for everybody to get to see the rawness of it all. I do want to say hi to everybody that's in the chat. We got Kayla Lilly in there. We have Nick Orlando, are you in there? I think I saw you.
Yeah, he's there.
Leo's in there. We got JD. 8 children and only one Onewheel GT. That's correct, my friend. That's how it goes. Not everybody gets a GT around here.
Not everybody gets a GT.
No. We have Paul Ritchie in there, Drumstick, Scarecrow, Jack Marshall. Just saying hi to all of you guys. Thanks
for being here.
Yeah, we know it's a Monday night. You probably had other things you wanted to do.
There's no football on. So, welcome.
The March Madness is not happening at the moment. That's saved for next week. Who you pulling for that, huh? Any? Are you aware?
I don't know that I have. I mean,
you got to go for Duke. I'm just telling you.
I probably.
It's like let Coach K go out on top. Just saying. I know a lot of people don't want that, but
that'd be great.
Okay, the other thing, we just before we get to the unboxing, we would like to also let you know about they found a shark. You were telling me.
Oh, I just read this. They just found a shark, a 1,600-pound great white shark off the coast of Florida, and they named it Scot with 1 T. That's how he spells his name.
Yeah. So they just found a big shark, named it Scot with 1 T. I like it. Okay. I was just thumbing through here the chat. Somebody says, "Bet you $20 it turns on." Then it ghosts into the wall.
Yeah, the chat's a little bit half and half on. If you haven't told us what your thoughts are, if you think it's going to turn on, let us know in the chat because it's a little bit half and half. If it's going to be going, everybody wants to see a quick ride.
Onewheel dad. Come on. You're so right. He goes, you'd have to take out a second mortgage to get all those kids a GT.
A lot of truth to that.
That's right.
It's like a first car.
Yeah, so that's not happening unless, if you guys don't know the story, and here's how, story time real quick. When the pints dropped, Onewheel was super kind to hook my family up with a bunch of pints. That's how we got so many people always saying, "Oh, you're so rich." No, we're really just fortunate that Onewheel hooked us up one Christmas. We made a great video about it, and that's why our kids have so many, is because And that's why I know One Wheel is such a good company, is because of things like that they've done for our company, us. And I know they can't do that for everyone. It's just they can't. And I can't tell you why they chose to. Just very kind of them to be able to do that. There's no way if they had not done that our children would be on One Wheels. So should we get to it, or should we postpone a little bit longer? If you're just tuning in, we're going to unbox here.
Don't you think we've waited long enough?
Yeah, we have.
The kids are in the background going, get to it. Get to it.
Yeah, here's the other thing is that, think about this. I have had this in my possession for some time now, for hours. I had to make a thumbnail. I had to get the link created. I had to get everything turned on in the studio so we could film this. So I've been sitting with the box in my possession for a couple hours. I could have had it fully charged by now. I don't even, it's like, but it's exciting. It's like the anticipation. So
it's like a new baby.
I don't think so. That's weird when you say that. But if that's how you see it, okay, fine. But it's weird. I'm just saying.
I mean, we've been waiting for months. You've been making a place for it at home. It's just like a baby. Just like a baby. Yes, exactly. Okay, my desk is cluttered, so you just have to kind of deal with it. I'm sorry. Am I just supposed to sit here from afar?
Yeah, right. And you kind of can help MC this thing. What else would you like to do? Right?
Well, hold it.
Hold the GT like a baby?
Just teasing.
Okay. I do know, I've done enough unboxings. I've never done one live. But when you film them, right, I was trying to figure out how to do this super different. And I was like, let's just do it live and raw. But when you film it and you have a camera here, if I cut it this way and I reveal it to myself first, all you get is a cardboard box. So with you in mind, I'm going to turn it.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm kind, I'm generous, just thoughtful.
Is
okay. And then the only way here, just so you know, here's the knife that I like to use right there. Spideyco knife.
For the knife.
Okay.
Opens every box imaginable.
Yes. The great thing about this knife as well is that it's matte black all over. I like that.
Oh.
Okay, here we go. I do have all the new bumpers and things like that in the house. We are not going to get to those.
We're not going to do that.
We're not going to get to a ride tonight.
Hey, you have a quick question.
Yes.
What's the thoughts on the battery upgrade for a pint?
Oh, would I do it? Is that what the question
is? What's everyone's thoughts on a battery upgrade for a pint?
Wait, I did all that and it's double-sided. I'm sorry. I'm still getting you.
Oh, you still. So just remember to share your thoughts on that.
Okay, would I upgrade the battery on a pint? If it's not under warranty any longer, sure, I'd mess around with that stuff if you're able to do that. If you're not good and handy and you got to take it somewhere, I think that's going to present itself difficult for you to do.
Hey, and One Wheel Dad's with me. He says nothing like a brand new GT baby smell.
Oh my gosh, this guy. One Wheel Dad, do you have a GT? Okay, I also want to point out I watch people pull this out all the time with these in the corner. If we can get the top down shot, I might be opening this upside down as well, but how would I know? Oh. Okay, but you see these?
They slide out real easy.
Take them out first or you break the box. People keep trying to pull it right out, but nonetheless.
Those are meant to keep it secure, so take those out first.
Yes. Boredom, destroying machine. I think that's what it says. Destruction machine. Okay, so we get rid of these things. We don't need those, so I'm going to just throw them into the studio.
Look out.
Okay. And then, like I said, I think I have it upside down. So here we go.
Okay. Oh, you do. I didn't know it said that on the bottom. Nobody showed the bottom.
No one has showed the bottom, but how would I know if it's upside down or not?
Way to be different, yeah.
Way to be different.
The kids are singing.
Popping open as we speak.
Pretty cool. Hey, what tire did you get?
Treaded all day.
Ooh, someone asked that earlier. He treaded
it says
tire.
Right at the top when you open it. If we can go to the tighter straight shot ledge, when you first open it, it says the next level is here right there, which is sweet. The one thing that's different in this box than the other boxes is of like pints and pint X's and the XR. I don't remember this whole thing. Maybe I'm wrong, but I thought it was maybe I throw it away immediately, but this is new.
I know.
That is new. There it is.
She's so pretty.
Can you? She? This is
he.
Yeah, for sure, right?
So
Everybody,
pretty.
this is a he. All right. If you can hear him shouting in the background, all the kids are saying it's a dude. Yeah, come on. My goodness. All right, here we go. We're going to pull it out. Okay, right from the get-go.
Heavy?
Oh, it's a little bit heavier than...
Ooh, that treaded tire looks slick.
It's a little heavier than the... No, it's actually not. Like, when I lift it like that, I wouldn't complain about that. Okay,
it looks bulky.
It's what?
It looks kind of like sleek but bulky. Like, I mean, it looks hefty.
Yeah, it's hefty. It's a machine for sure.
It's the boredom destruction.
They
machine.
all come with these wraps on them. These are nice to have. You should read them all, especially if you're brand new to the sport. You need to read this stuff. It's the starting guide, how to get on it, always wear a helmet. It talks about the 2 sensors.
Safety
the
first.
grip tape. One of the first things I noticed besides the wheel is the grip tape is so nice.
Why? What's different about it?
It's just a better grip tape. Like it's more coarse.
Okay.
It is not like Crafton rides. Theirs is my favorite, but this will be fun to try a new grip tape from them. I'm immediately feeling the concave foot pads on front and back. I'm stoked on that. That's one of the things I really am really excited about. I don't know if
I'm not. We've talked about this a lot. I'm not as big of a rider as you. What does that actually help? Like, I mean, I haven't really gone long distance. Does it help? Like, I don't really understand the concave pads.
Okay, so we're going to get a shot as best as we can with this camera. We got a roaming camera we're going to use, so if you get sick, I'm so sorry. Here's a shot of the concaveness. If I can get it to come in focus, that'd be wonderful, but I can't.
Oh, that's do you need me to hold it?
No, it's just I'm trying to get it to get.
Oh, I can kind of see it.
I can't get it to focus, guys. I'm so sorry. Oh, there we go. Okay, you can see the concaveness, especially right there with the light hitting it.
Oh, yeah.
So it hugs your feet. That's the back foot pad, which is super nice. And then you can see the coarseness of the foot pad there. That's really sharp. Then you get to the tire. This, I mean, it's a... Let me turn my mic really quick for you.
Okay, we're dying to have you turn it on.
Listen to that. That's a hard tire. The compound on that tire is ridiculous. Then we get to, I've not really noticed people pointing it out, but the front foot pad is concave too, which that's pretty exciting. We got Revolution who's crying. We can take him out. He's the youngest. He's not that entertained. No, he can leave.
Oh,
he doesn't.
wants to come.
He wants to come see it. No, let's take him out. That would be great. You gotta do the dad stuff. If we can switch ledge back to the other camera, that'd be great. So historic, my daughter is going to take him out really quick without trying.
He wants to ride.
He wants to ride it. Sorry, Revy, can't happen. Okay, a couple other things. The tire is much more rounded. You've seen or heard these things than the normal Vega. It's much more like a pint. I would call it a hybrid tire if I'm just going off the looks of it. A hybrid tire from the pint to the Vega. So that's really promising for me. I've heard a lot of people talk about drop the PSI in this because it comes stout. I think it's coming at 22 PSI, which that's stout. Okay.
You don't ride any of them like that.
No, I'm 18 PSI. That's about. But man, when that shot there, let me just seriously. I wanted a thumbnail without a microphone in the way. That's really what that was. But this, like, just to see it in the camera is so awesome. Okay, a couple other things that just on arrival that I believe it's higher than the XR. We're going to do an XR comparison at some point. I really don't want to talk about comparing those two things because if you're brand new to the GT world, you don't care about the XR. Those that have XRs want to know, well, should I save up and get the GT? We'll do more videos on that. We're going to test its limits and all those things. I know all of you are waiting for me to turn it on,
yes,
but
they are.
I can't yet. Because if I turn it on and it's dead, what am I going to do? It's like a paperweight right here.
So you just going to sit here with it?
Yeah, we're just going to it's going to turn on, right?
Because right
everybody?
now, all your hopes and dreams are not dashed.
They're not dashed. Thank you, everybody that's in the chat so far. Would you subscribe to our channel? If you're brand new around here and you're stoked to be able to watch it turn on, I'm going to turn on right after this. Right after you subscribe and turn on the bell notification and drop a comment on the video, we're going to turn it on and talk a little bit more on it. But we are a channel that loves one wheels, and we do all kinds of things from sport-related things on One Wheels to we do reviews on products. We have I don't even get into it, but we've got a lot of things to review for you, so we're really stoked on it. But here's the moment of truth. I don't think I can turn it on here because it's not on a level deal. I can already tell it's leaning, so let's not start off bad with that. So what I'll do is I will put it down on the floor, and then Holly, my wife, will walk us through. Oh, did you think I was going to have you turn it on?
Yeah.
Ooh, would you like to be the one to press my button?
Oh, my.
She couldn't even say anything else. That's so great. Okay, so what we're gonna do is put it on the floor. I'll use the shaky cam to film the light bar coming on, so you'll get up close and personal on it. So
see it. Yeah.
it turned on, all right, and then we will. It is considerably heavier on that initial.
I don't know how it can't be. It's the foot pads are huge. Is that because of the battery?
Yeah,
it's huge.
Someone just goes, "Yeah, turn it on, man." Let's take a vote really quick as we said this. How many are saying it's turning on? It's going to work. No problems. All sensors are working in the studio. Let's see a show of hands. Who says it's going to turn on? Every hand in the room? No, except for one. Greatness is saying no. Greatness says no.
He's kind of like,
Greatness, if it doesn't turn on, you're grounded for life or until we get it back. We don't ground you. That's right.
Ground you.
All right, here we go. Holly, what do you think? Is it going to turn on?
I think it's going to turn on. I think you're going to be so excited.
Do you?
Yes.
Why?
Did you? Because it's just going to be exciting for you, and you're going to get out there and cruise. And I don't know that I'm going to try it right away, but I'll let you give it a go. It looks really cool. All
right, we're going to give it a go. We're going to use a shaky cam, so let's go to that really quick.
Okay.
Power button. Going to press that right there.
I hope, can you guys see this? Turning it on.
Light is on.
Woo! Full battery too. Not quite full battery, which is right. That's fine.
Great job.
It seems to.
All right, let's switch back to the other.
It seems to be.
Woo! It turned on to everybody. Come on.
Hey!
Cheers and everything in here. Well done. Okay, that's pretty exciting. It does come about 30% charged, which that's standard on all One Wheels, so don't freak out by that. They do tell you in the owner's manual, which that's in this box. We'll unbox this really quick. The owner's manual is right here. I like this, though. Build your dream setup. Oh, that's sweet. Gear up. Tells you the helmet, and then you can tag us at One Wheel for a chance to win $250 in accessories. Yes, please.
Nice.
But you can go and make it personalized, which, man, I like that. I have a personalized setup, black and yellow. That's what we're going with. Watch,
You'll
I just
do
got
that stuff another time.
Okay, here's the manual.
Is it bigger?
If you did not know this, I have an XR manual sitting on the desk, and it's been here from the beginning. And the Pint X manual. I should get the Pint manual somewhere. That'd be awesome
I'm sure
to
we
have.
have it.
Okay, but just so you know, let's go through the owner manual really quick because none of us do. There is some things it tells you to do before you ride. It tells you to test all the bolts if they're tight, if the sensor turns on, all these different things. Do that if you would like. It's going to be sweet. We're going to do a ton of tests to see how far it'll go. But here we go. We're going to jump on this thing and ride it for a second. Let's hope it doesn't just take off and I land on my head without a helmet. But here goes nothing. Ooh.
It's good sound. Oh.
All right. There we go. It works.
It's
it went
amazing.
back and forth.
It's amazing.
Simple stop was not on, however, which is great.
Spin. Lily joined in.
Lily Wiener, take it for a spin. I will.
Go, Man Wizard. We got to know your name. He's from Ohio.
Oh, okay. So let's get you guys while we're live. Let you guys fire away your questions. We would love to answer it as we have it in possession and we're live at the moment. The Charger brick is exactly like the XR. Nothing special about it.
Does it say GT on it?
It does. It's upgraded here's the shot
Nice.
of that. It is simply upgraded with the GT logo on it instead of the XR. It is nothing different. However, the only difference that we do have, Ledge, if we can not make it shaky and switch, that'd be great while we do this, is this fitting right here. Now maybe you can see this. The fitting is not like the XR plug. It is like the pint.
Oh.
You can't. Sorry for.
Yeah,
there we
you
go.
can see that. That's.
And I like that it's like a
interesting.
90-degree angle on it instead of straight. I don't think the pints are like that, right? Back to me, Ledge. Ledge is my oldest son running switcher tonight, and so when I say Ledge, it's short for legend. Okay, so fire away questions. Does it connect to Bluetooth? Okay, that's a fair question. And so if you didn't know this as well, that there was an update in the app a few weeks ago for the firmware of this. So perhaps while immediately when I opened up the app, boom, it's right there. We hit it. It's connecting. It says power up your board on pressing the power button on front. It gives you the breakdown on how to do it. It says getting on, always wear your helmet, lean on a friend to get started. It gave you that cool sound. It's telling you all the how to dismount the thing. I don't know how to get off these things. Like, you kind of get stuck here, I think. I don't think there's a way. I'm trying to flick out of it as fast. Get out of here, but it's not. Oh, there we go. Simple stop, dismount. They make you see this simple stop. Some of these things is, I think, to make sure you know all of those things. But it's connecting. What is your firmware? I can let you know after this video. They teach you about pushback. They give you a video that you watch about pushback. So I'm still waiting on said things. You can see right there. I'm waiting on that to get done. There's no way for me to get out of that while it is playing. All right, back to me, Ledge. And so what we'll do is, as soon as it's done, digital shaping, there's a bunch of different settings. And then it says, let's ride. I click let's ride. It is 30%. The charge is... The simple stop is shut off, and it came in Highline, which is pretty sweet. I'm trying to find. You're asking firmware.
I don't know how to tell that.
Yeah, I usually do, but at the moment I am. If somebody can help point. So does it change? Yep, it went. You didn't see it, but here we'll go back to the shaky cam for a second if we can. Here we're gonna switch.
Oh, it changed. Did it go green when you changed?
Yeah, when you're changing, it goes green. All right, let's go back to me. All right, so it switches. You're asking firmware. Somebody can help me where to find that, because currently I cannot see. Oh, I found it. Let's see. Auto connect, speed, mileage, energy, diagnostics. I don't need any of that. I can't find what firmware I'm writing at the moment, guys. I've never had to look for it, so I'm sorry I can't answer that question if somebody's pointing me out. Somebody says go to diagnostics. Okay.
And check the firmware.
Okay. Let's go
and I
there.
Think, someone else said it's upper left. Are you in the diagnostics? For diagnostics.
Oh, it gives you the battery temperature. I didn't know this stuff, and that's pretty cool. The controller temperature, that's pretty rad. And motor temperature, all in there. The odometer and hardware. Oh, firmware is 6070. Does that help anyone? What am I supposed to be at?
Someone said something earlier. Yeah, 6070.
That's the latest. So it is not acting like it wants to update my board at all. It didn't ask any of those things. So it must be coming straight from the factory with the latest firmware in it, which is pretty cool. Let's see. Any other questions for you guys? How many? It's zeroed out.
When you going to write it?
Zeroed out. When am I going to ride it? I am going to fully charge it. It's 7:45 here in Minnesota, and sun is setting, so I doubt that I get a full ride on it tonight. I mean, I might, but the kids will be sleeping. But we're going to let it fully charge before we get to ride it because it's already buzzing at you 30%, and I would rather get out there with a full charge with it. I think that's healthy for the battery. They said 671 is the latest.
Oh, yeah. So
okay.
You don't have any power issues. It's coming on just fine.
Yep. I wonder where I remember I've updated before. the firmware. I wonder how I do that. If you know, great. Yeah, 6071. So it's not the latest firmware. So I need to update that when we're done through here.
You got Tyler asking if you what are your thoughts on right to repair? Are you wanting to stick with GT questions or
No, right to repair. We did a video on our channel about that. I can see both points. I change all of my tires. I like to work on it, but I can also see where Onewheel comes from it, where they're the ones getting sued if things go bad and all this. So I see it from both ways. So is that I'm not neutral on it. I just can see it from both points of it, and that's about where I'm at on it. And I guess I also see it as, and this is where people don't like when I use it as a reference. Is I look at the Onewheel, the GT, and things like that as a piece of art in a sense. And artists don't like when people jack with their things. Think about music, right? Like the people that create music hate when we jack with it. They're like, all these copyright things, you can't do this and that. You actually get in a lot of trouble if you mess with somebody or steal somebody's art. And so when I think about the GT and what one was created, it's their art.
Creator of it.
Yeah, so I get it. They're going to create the limitations of it. I also think that creates a bit of monopoly is not the right word, but it doesn't allow us, when our boards break, to even attempt to fix it. So now we are
at the mercy of what?
Mercy at Onewheel and whatever they're going to charge. We're stuck with either a dead board or paying the fee. So I can understand that dilemma. Yeah. Somebody says walking on eggshells. No, I'm not, because I really am. I'm not indifferent, and I am both. I see both, and so I understand that. I guess if I could actually do, when you watch like different groups of people, probably a lot of you viewing this, you are good with your hands and you can work on these things. You can get into the control panel and stuff, and you like that. I can't do that. So, like, for me, it's not an option, but for you, it might be. And so it frustrates you. You can't get in there and tinker around. I can see it that way. Okay. So, Scott, how many miles do you have on your Onewheels? We just looked this up the other day because my kids, let me get the GT back up on the table, though, just so we can all keep looking at it before. Holly, let's ask you, how many miles do you think you've ever put on a Onewheel?
Oh, maybe 10. We've done some family rides, so I do the most then, but maybe, I mean, 20. 20? Yeah, I would give you quite a bit, actually. 10 might be fair. And so when you... Yeah, just look at this thing. I mean, it's done. It's a great. You just look at it. All the lines and curves do so well in making it look like a product that you didn't create in your garage. Because there's so many times I'd be out riding an XR and somebody go, "Oh, did you make that in your garage?" And you're like, "No, I paid money for this." This does not look like that. I love the lines. I love the line like right here. You can see the shadow of it. It's a ridge. I like that. I just think that looks sharp. The ridge that goes all the way down. This end is thicker than the center, so it narrows down in the middle, which I think is just cool. It has a cool look to it. And then the other things, if you can notice this, to keep, like this is obviously the battery end. It's the heavy end. And so when you pull this off, that bumper, this black bumper is thicker up here, to make up for this gap that's underneath there. I don't know if that makes sense. So the battery's big, so you had less plastic on your bumpers back here than you do on the front, if that makes sense. Yeah, you can see that. You like that ridge area. When you put a guardrail on it, did you notice if it's your guardrails have that little ridge? They have the ridge. Somebody's asking, and it is a good thought, because my friend today that had his, he turned it on, and it was fine, turned it back on, and so I will be honest, when I just turned it off to pick it back up here, turned it off, and there was just a flicker of green. Ooh. Yeah, I noticed that. It's something I did see. So we'll put it back down and turn it back on and see what happens, because some people have had one good turn on, and then that was it. So let's see. Okay, well... Moment of truth again. You guys are making my hands sweaty by doing this. You know what I mean? Okay, let's try it again. Okay, here he goes. Should be on the... Okay, yep.
Okay, that's 2 turns on. Now here, let's see if the lights will do it. See that?
Oh yeah, I saw it. I saw it at just a tiny flicker. Is green bad? Okay, it keeps turning on fine. It's very suspenseful. Oh, I saw it again.
Oh, you
yeah,
did?
I did.
Okay, sorry about that. Sorry about the camera ledge there. Okay, so it turns on, but what does that? I don't know. Somebody says green flicker is normal. Okay,
Okay,
great.
that's good to know.
That's awesome. Oh, my mom's on there, Mary Mendenhall. Welcome.
Hi, Mary.
Yes, that is ours. It just arrived, Mom, in the mail. We have every one of your grandchildren's watching in the studio at this moment. So it's the startup cycle, it says. So that's good.
Everyone, we're getting a lot of that.
Great. I've never actually seen that on any of my one wheels, so I've never been so nervous to turn on a one wheel either, to be honest with you. That is the truth. Any other questions popping in there, Hal?
Well, yeah. Greg is asking, does the app, he came in just a little bit late, so is wanting to know if the app has custom shaping yet? I don't quite know what that means.
I think I can't count it, but there's like 5 or 6. There's more shaping on here, but I don't think you get to you get to shape it, if that's what you mean like that. Like there's a bunch of different settings for it or options, but you don't get to customize it yet. So if that's what you're after,
options.
But there's tons of options.
Cool.
And heaps of people are out there trying to say which one they like. Like, it's hard to decide based on what I've heard, what people are saying, what they like or don't like. The profile of the tire, let's get back to that for a second. Let's see if I can get you a decent shot here. The profile on this, if you can look how it's a very brand new tire, and I can't see my angle except for what you can see, so I apologize. Okay. Coming around. Here, look at this depth right here. I'm trying to get further out for you guys.
Of the tread?
No, look, this is not very big.
Oh, right.
I apologize if you feel sick all of a sudden. Okay, this is not very big. That's not a very much rubber between your rim and the top. So if you wanted a good shot of the tire, that is nice and rounded. But if you like to drop off things, you're going to want probably one of those lifesavers from Float Life. All right, if we can come back to me, Ledge. You're going to want to get one of those lifesavers from Float Life to be able to preserve your rim, or you're going to break the mess out of that. I think Bodhi broke his within seconds of dropping off something, but he's dropping off of buildings. I like to drop off like stumps and curbs, and that's about it. But if you're going to run lower PSIs, you run into the possibility of hitting that. The other thing I heard a lot of people complain about is this clanks.
Oh, when you're riding?
Yeah, but listen to that. That doesn't.
Yeah.
None of the other handles on any of my other devices do that. Oh yeah, let me answer that question if you're still there. How many miles do I have on my one wheels? Because I have so many. There's thousands of miles. Put them together, thousands of miles. Mm-hmm. But on each one of them, not that much. Because it just depends what I want to ride. Like, obviously right now I'm going to go to the GT. I was riding the Pint X for a long time since that was the shiny new toy. And then I did the Growler kit on a V2, an old device in the office. And then I started riding that one because I just love the ride of that. And so I just bounce around a ton on them. Any other questions you're seeing in there?
Yeah, a couple. Have you heard anything about? Let's see if I can find it again. The alignment of the treaded tire. There's been some issues with that.
Okay, say that again.
There's been some issues with the alignment of the treaded tire only. Can you tell if it's aligned right?
Like, are they saying that it's sitting on?
Check to see if the tire is aligned. The treaded tires have been having some issues. So I don't know if it's just straight on there, or maybe you feel that. I mean,
when I look at it, it looks centered into the wheel well, if I can say that, and I spin it, it looks fine. It looks seated on the rim, perfect. I mean, there's no issues with this at all at the moment. You know, and again, no miles have been put on this thing, so we're talking out of box experience today. We're not going to talk about riding until we go film tomorrow. We're going to film a bunch of things tomorrow on this and give you like full, like what it really rides like. This is just an unboxing does it turn on, and the quality of it. And the quality of it is top notch. It really, I mean, the button, the interesting thing about the button is that it's seated into the rails further in than any of the other.
Well, do you think that's because it's just like the frame of it is much thicker? Like, I mean, it's pretty beefy.
Yeah, I think what I'm noticing when I look like down on it, and I don't know if but it flares out. So it looks like it narrows and goes out. So it's not a straight. Yeah, that's the only way. It does this. The board does down to the bottom of, which is a cool look. So when you're looking at this line, this black line up here sticks. Oh, it's the black line here. Sorry. This is sticking out further than down here. This is set in. So it's an angle. It goes down. I don't know if I can say that right. So thank you guys so much for hanging with us. Seriously, we're taking a risk here. I debated on doing this because I didn't want to make One Wheel look bad if it didn't turn on, and it would just like made all of those out there that are looking to.
But it makes One Wheel look so good.
It does. Good job, One Wheel.
It's awesome.
Stoked on
Looks
it.
Looks good.
We'll get to riding and stuff. I can tell you this Sunday we will drop on this channel at 8 a.m. We're gonna race the GT versus the XR, and so we'll compare which one's faster. We're gonna let Joey, myself, and Lily go head to head on the XR, then the GT, and we're just gonna see, is it up to the rider that makes it faster, or does it get faster? The GT's just plain right out faster. We're gonna figure out those things. I've seen other videos. Really, Float Life did it. And the question you always have, well, is that because that rider's actually faster just always or more confident in said device? We'll talk about that. We'll just give you more information for you to make your decisions, not trying to prove anyone right or wrong, just giving you information to dive into and for you to understand if this is a product you want. And if by unboxing and standing here looking at this thing and turning it on a couple of times and standing on it, yeah, you do. This is by far the best looking One Wheel that they have created. The lines, like if you ever geek out on cars or motorcycles and you just look at the lines on the cars, you're just like, wow.
One of those.
It's that. Like the concave front foot pad, stoked on that. I've wanted one of those for forever. But because no one's making those because it's the sensor, then I'm stoked that we can. I just think that's going to help. We're going to get the love hump on here, which that's where the center on the back foot pad has a little hump on there. We'll review that. So
question everybody's asking.
Yeah.
How do you think I'm going to do on it?
How's the wife going to do on it? My beloved.
Everybody wants to know that. I know you do.
Yeah. How's she going to do on it? She's going to so scared of it. She's not going to. She's going to order. I think I've seen her order an entire like bodysuit protective thing to ride it because she's afraid that it's going to.
I don't know if I'm afraid, but what you hear from everybody is that as like it takes off quick, the torque in it is, and any little jolt is very likely to throw me.
Yeah, that might happen. Okay. We've taken enough time. I don't know how long we've been on here, but my son Legend just said 38 minutes.
38 minutes.
So thank you. It's a long unboxing, I know that, but it is live, and we're letting you guys interact with us and answering your questions. We'll give you like 2 more seconds if you have another question you guys want to ask and for us to do. Thank you so much again for those giving a part of your Monday night to hang with us as we unbox something really cool. As the box says here, the future is pretty rad, and it's going to be a lot of fun to ride this. It's going to be a little bit snowy over the next few days here in Minnesota, so we're going to do our best to get out and ride and test this thing. We can't be more stoked about it. We'll do some customizing of our own, in tire pressures and all those things, and we'll give you all the information over the next few weeks. All right? How did anybody else come in with a question?
Everybody's really excited about you having it. They're looking forward to stuff, comparisons, just thoughts, reviews, all of that kind of thing. So it's going to be a good lot of videos coming up.
Yeah, somebody goes scared of ghosting. Here's what we're going to do.
Tyler's been yelling at us the whole time. It's everything he says is in all caps.
What we're going to do to eliminate at the beginning, if it ghosts, it ghosts, right? But what we're going to do is we're going to ride with a fender on it so that if it does ghost, it's less likely to go super far, because when it ghosts without a fender and it falls on either side, it keeps moving. If a fender sits there, at least if it goes upside down or on its side, it can't catch. So we are going to do a few things to eliminate the ghosting side of things as we test those things out tomorrow. And then we'll go inside and we'll get this firmware updated. I bet you the firmware won't update with 30% battery.
And somebody said you can't update it just yet because you can't update it from your phone or from the app, and it's not released just yet.
Oh, I thought last week the new firmware came out, and that's when the GT app updated.
Maybe that's just what I just saw.
Okay.
People mention that, so we can let you know on that if it does.
Yep.
Update
Tonight we'll mess with it as it charges, and then this week we're gonna just flood this channel with GT content, and so
it's gonna be sick.
You're not gonna want to miss it. Thanks, guys. Have a wonderful Monday night, and we'll see you on the next one. Thank you for hanging with us. Get some popcorn and enjoy a movie, guys. Good night, everybody. Bye.